Good morning. Welcome back to the farm. We got a full, busy, slow day. Does that make sense? Yeah. First thing here this morning, Phil is taking the older Volvo semi, the gray one, down to the dealer. They called and they're sending thing or something. There's a recall for something on the exhaust components. I don't think it has anything to do with the new rules from the government, but anyway, so he's taking that down to the dealer and needs me to pick him up. So we're gonna go do that this morning and then have a fertilizer bill to pay, because that's fun. And then we're gonna come back and work around the seed warehouse for a while. I've got a delivery coming today that I have to be around to sign for, and they said it was coming between 11:15 and 3:15, so we're gonna be back for that. Well, if we were truck shopping, there's some here. Okay, got Phil back, got our bills paid. We got some cleaning to do around the seed warehouse. We're gonna work on them tanks later here, but I need to work down here for a little while. Just trying to show you. There's a semi truck pulling out of there. They dumped a pile of stuff way over there. That's our chicken litter. There's the truck. Down there. I didn't see him at first, but I smelled it. Oh man, that stuff is potent. That's the word we're gonna go with. Whew. Before we get to cleaning, I have a little unboxing here. I've been waiting on a delivery I had to sign for, so just got that, and yeah, I'm excited. So a few weeks ago, when we were finishing up spraying with the drone, I was taking my little drone, my picture drone, which was an EXO Blackhawk 2, and I wanted to fly it and fly above the spray drone and take some video with it, right? I thought, hey, this would be good video for you guys. And I was getting all ready to do that, but then batteries were dead, the controller was dead, I couldn't get it to work, and anyway, I was charging my batteries on the side of the trailer, and I kind of forgot they were there. And I drove away without them. And then by the time I noticed they were gone, I went up there and looked for them over and over. And, well, I never found them. So I lost 2 batteries and 2 chargers. And yeah, well, I can't charge my drone batteries without that. So I thought, well, I'll just go buy the new controller, because I still have 1 battery. I'll just buy a new charger and it'll be fine. Well, they don't sell that charger anymore because they don't make those drones anymore. They've moved on to a new model that has a different battery, and of course everything is different. So I had been thinking about upgrading anyway, and I took that as a sign that it's time to upgrade picture taking drones. So I did. So we have here an Autel drone. It's not DJI because, well, you can't get DJI stuff right now, but these seem to have pretty good reviews. Autel Evo 2 Pro V3. Whatever that means. This is a really nice drone. Let's open her up. Oh, look at this. A fancy case and everything. Oh, yeah. What a deal. That is going to work. How's that open? Oh, we got to pull the little latch. Come on. What am I missing? The lock? Is there a lock? Hold on, I gotta figure out how to open it. There's a vent on the front. It was under a huge vacuum. Ah. Cool. Alright, so there's our batteries. I think I have 2 of them. Yeah, 1 in the drone. Oh boy. So, we're going to figure out how this thing works. I imagine the batteries need charged. So we'll get them charging. And let's fly her. Be this afternoon probably, but... Well, there's our new drone. Interesting that it's got a high-low propeller design. They're not on the same plane level. But yeah, I think this is going to be really nice. So definitely seems to be a huge step up from a quality standpoint over the last one that I had. It costs more, so it should, but really like this controller. And one thing that my old one did not have was a built-in screen, so I was always using my phone trying to connect. It always had had issues trying to connect, and was not reliable. Used these stupid micro USB cables that were awful, and this one has a built-in screen, USB-C charger. Should be much better. So we're gonna let that charge. We'll get a battery charged up here, and we'll give her a test flight here in a little bit. All right, back to cleaning up a little bit. Yeah, this area doesn't need cleaned up at all. Nobody's gonna be in here, but I'm doing it anyway. Kind of just going through these signs that I have left here that didn't get put up and thinking, why am I keeping any of these? But anything that's still a variety we sell, we'll keep for now, in case somebody wants them or I need them. But there are a few that we don't, that I can get rid of, and just kind of sorting through stuff and cleaning up a little bit as we go. Well, I made a little progress on that side. It's better. That thing there goes in my house. We aren't ready for it in there, but we had to buy it when we bought the other piece that we did need. And yeah, it might be here for another year or two. Anyway, we got this side of the lean-to cleaned up. I need to work in that corner a little bit. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna go grab some lunch. These guys are still hauling chicken litter. We're gonna have a pretty good old pile out there at some point, or by the end of the day. It's got to be the 6th or 7th truck I've seen. Our controller is charged. Battery is almost charged. And when we get back, we'll try and fly it. Our batteries are fully charged, and we got our controller on. Looks good. Let's give her a test flight here, shall we?
The home point has been reset.
Alright. Does it fly the same as my old one? Or all of the drones I've ever flown? Pretty much. Alright, let's go check out the corn plot. We'll record on the screen for you here, or the video. Well, the new drone flies pretty good. That was what I expected. At one point, I was out in the middle of the field, and the overhead obstacle avoidance light came on, and I'm like, what the heck is that? And then I saw a bird fly in front of it, so it detected the birds flying, I guess. Anyway, I about got this room cleaned up as good as it needs to be for now. I know I just moved everything from that side over to this side, but now we'll get those put away. But I got that back corner organized, swept up back there, swept up in the back, and kind of moved stuff down and got this side cleaned up. I got to do that corner yet and get rid of my pile of trash that I have made. So we'll get to that stuff. I want to go work on those sight tubes down at the farm. I tell you, I am not feeling super motivated today. I'm feeling like taking a nap. Oh, somebody locked it. Is this one locked too? Okay. Well, we're going to get our lift out here. And these sight tubes changed. Alright, we got our hose. 1-inch clear vinyl hose. Sight gauge tube. If anybody has a better solution for sight gauges than this stuff, let me know. Because these work good until they sit in the sun for a couple of years and then they get all cloudy and you can't see the levels in them like those are. If we were smart, we would have put the sight gauges right in between the two tanks on the east and west side so that they were out of the sun for more of the day, but didn't think about it. Anyway, we'll put another set of this on for now and worry about it next time, I guess. I also have some zip ties, side cuts, and my socket to take my hose clamp off up here. So we're going to start at the top, let the weight of it carry it down, that way we can get it a little tighter. Yeah. Maybe you can see from there. Don't fall. Oh, come on. All right. It should be empty. Yep. Let her go. Okay. That was easy enough. Now we take this and drop it. I gotta move down. There we go. Got 3 zip ties put on them little brackets. I could barely reach that bottom one before we were hitting this tank, but I think I can reach the bottom one from the ground. So we gotta go down there, cut it off, and get the bottom secured. I guess we gotta get the bottom of the old one off. I got our zip tie on, but I forgot to grab something to cut that hose with. So in the meantime, this one, the old one, had a splice in it. I took that apart because I'm probably going to need that somewhere. Can you tell the difference? If I rotate this to the back side, it's not so bad, but yeah, can't see through that at all. Well, the 28 tank is ready to be filled. Got our valve on, and we got our new sight gauge on. So that one is good. Now we're going to work on these. I got to change both of these valves out yet. I'm not real concerned about getting that done right this second. I'll probably wait till Brock's around. But I can do these sight gauges, so we might as well do this other one. Tank number 2. Getting our zip ties on. This hose is another roll. It was a little pinched in a couple of spots. Right there in the middle. But it's a sight gauge, so it should be fine. One thing I have learned is these hoses will stretch over time, so that's why we started at the top, and I'm trying to pull them tight before I tighten my zip ties up, just to try and keep the tension out of it. But they sag, and you can tighten them on the bottom. The problem is you just got to have them empty. So right, the tank's got to be empty, or you're gonna, yeah. We do have valves on the bottom of the sight gauges, so we can keep them empty. But once, yeah, it's hard to get the liquid out of them without emptying the tank. Tank number 3, I've almost got that one. I gotta put the bottom zip tie and get the bottom secured. I didn't think I was gonna have a long enough piece, but it appears that one's gonna make it, which is good. So I got this other cut off. I had just called and ordered 100 feet when I got this stuff. When I got them stainless pieces that I needed the other day, I was like, well, just send me these too, or send me this hose too. Told them to send me a 100-foot roll, and then it came in 2 pieces. I assumed it was 50 each, and I didn't think that 50 would be enough to do 2 of those tanks, although that one is shorter, so maybe that one's long enough to do it again. put it in the porch back here and have it for next time, I guess. We'll use it. That's what we cut off. That'll work. All right, that job is done. I'm gonna go put this out of the way, and then we're gonna take the back. We got a little cleaning up to do. I got some trash and boxes and cardboard and old pallets that I need to burn from down in the seed warehouse. Just a few other odds and ends things. Well, that's a convenient spot for that. Sounds like we're gonna get our potash delivered here in another week or two after Labor Day. So we'll have to back that tractor out, and then I think it'll fit in that corner. We got 100 tons coming initially, and then we might get another 25. I don't know. I got to decide whether I can dump it down to Berkey, where we're going to need it, or if I got to figure out how I'm going to dump it here and then get it there, which is going to be a problem. So, yeah, but 100 tons. That's 4 semi-loads. We'll see how it fits in here. Done. We're done in here. That's a canopy that we're going to set up for the field day. That we're going to use for cooking corn on the field day. So that cleans up a couple of things, but yeah. Good enough. All right. Tomorrow, we get to clean up in here. Super fun for you guys, right? Yeah. This one won't be too bad. That half there, I mean, we might organize that stuff a little bit and we'll sweep the floor. We'll get rid of that steel that's laying over there, the cutoffs. But that stuff we aren't going to do too much to. It's mostly over there and over there that we got to figure out what to do with stuff and organize. So I got one email that said maybe my part for this forklift is coming tomorrow, so that would be good. We can get that put back together. But yeah, well, another day.